So, the components of Safe Motherhood initiative are, as already mentioned, education on safe motherhood, antenatal care focusing on high risk pregnancy, promotion of maternal nutrition, adequate delivery assistance, and proper provision for referral services in complicated pregnancy and childbirth, and postnatal care. In the reproductive health, sexual health services are also included, which includes family planning counseling, prenatal care, safe delivery postnatal care, and prevention and appropriate treatment of infertility. Also, prevention of abortion and the management of the consequences of abortion, and treatment of reproductive tract problems. The sexual transmitted diseases or HIV or AIDS control is also an important part for women's health. It includes to screen and prevent and also manage transmission to the baby, assess the risk for future infection, and provide voluntary counseling and testing, and to encourage the prevention of these diseases, and wherever appropriate to expand the services to expand the mother to child transmission. Safe motherhood is a global effort. Partners are some government agencies, non government agencies, other groups, and interested individuals. Safe Motherhood initiative aims to improve women's health through social, community, and economic interventions. It is possible to reduce maternal mortality significantly with limited investment and effective policy interventions. Safe motherhood is considered a human rights issue. Thus, maternal death is a reflection of social disadvantage, not just health disadvantage. Common causes of maternal death. There are certain social causes like early marriage and pregnancy at a young age. When there is pregnancy occurring in a young age or teenager, then there is a high risk of certain complications. Repeated childbirth with a very less spacing is also very deleterious to the mother's health because it can cause more of anemia and some other problems of the pregnancy. Then there is a social problem that there is a preference for sons. This is also disadvantage to the girl babies which are born and also unborn. Anemia is another common cause because in anemia even a small amount of postpartum hemorrhage can lead to shock in the delivering mother. Then lack of education regarding the information about danger signs and symptoms also can lead to more number of maternal deaths because there is no timely referral and timely treatment. So delay in referral is another cause. The cause could be economic or it could be because of the transport. This is a picture of a girl. She is a teenage girl already having a baby. Then repeated childbirth is also a bane for the mother's health. This shows a picture of pallor in an anemic lady. Then some medical causes, common causes of maternal death are obstructed labor, which may lead to rupture of uterus, hemorrhage and mother's death, hemorrhage because of any other reason, antenatal hemorrhage because of antepartum hemorrhage, or postnatal hemorrhage could be atonic or traumatic or any other cause. Then toxemia of pregnancy where mother may be having hypertension and complications of hypertension, pregnancy induced hypertension. She may even have eclampsia. Then infection is another problem. Infection or sepsis also can be life threatening complication of pregnancy. This is a picture of obstructed labor. You can see it's a transverse lie with hand prolapse, and it's not possible for the mother to deliver this baby vaginally if the baby is a average size. This is a picture of antepartum hemorrhage. You can see there is a normal placenta left side. In the center there is a marginal placenta previa, that is placenta marginally is in the lower segment, and this is a complete placenta previa which is covering the internal os completely. This will cause antepartum hemorrhage and risk to the life of the mother. This is a picture of toxemia of pregnancy. You can see she will have puffy face, generalized edema, pedal edema. Then on top you can see high blood pressure, increased weight, and urine protein will be positive. And down you can see that it's a picture of woman throwing fits. It's known as eclamptic fits, which occurs in the pregnancy induced hypertension woman. That is also quite common cause of maternal death. Then other causes of maternal death is unavailability of healthcare facilities. There may be lack of essential supply or trained health personnel at the center. Then health personnel may not be very sympathetic, and complications may not have proper treatment. Action taken by the medical person may not be adequate. In India, the common causes are poverty. Poverty is, I'll explain about it later. Then distance to the health facilities may be difficult. Lack of adequate information regarding the high risk pregnancies. Inadequate and poor quality services. Whenever it is available also, it is not a good quality service. And cultural beliefs and practices. You can see this. This could be the transport for the woman in labor with obstructed labor, and the place where she has to go may be quite far. And in the meanwhile, she may end up having ruptured uterus, which may be fatal. So, regarding the poverty. Poverty is a low social status of females. In poor family, women are having gender inequality, and they are always given less nutritious food, less food, as such quantity of food is less. Then they are stressed out, they are given more physical work, poor nutrition, excess physical work, and even the opportunity for education for girls will be less compared to the boys in the family. So all this leads to malnourishment, and woman will not be in good health, or she may be married off also early, and she may have to have childbearing at an early age, or it could be repeated childbearing without proper spacing. And woman is not a decision maker in these families. She may be subjected to unplanned pregnancy because lack of information about contraception. She may have unplanned pregnancy, and she may go for termination and can face complication of abortions. There may be too many pregnancies, there may be too frequent pregnancies, there may be unwanted pregnancies, and the pregnancy delivery goes on even in the late, even at an elderly age. Still she may become pregnant for a number of times. So these are all the problems of poverty leading to increased maternal death. Then there may be less access to health services during antenatal period or during labor. There may be less access to the health services. She may be more home delivery may be more, and may not be having a skilled attendant also during the labor. They may not recognize the complications like postpartum hemorrhage leading to shock, and these all can contribute to maternal deaths. And there is no contraception available, or either information is not available, or they are not interested, and again that will lead to unplanned pregnancies. They may not have access to safe abortion. They may end up with septic abortion, and again it is a risk. And as I said, there is no timely referral, there is no availability of emergency obstetric care. So generally only 50% of women may have skilled attendant for the delivery. 40% deliver in hospital, 60% are not in the hospital, they are home deliveries with higher risk, and 15% of them may have severe complications. So how to prevent these deaths in case of severe bleeding? Of course, referral to a good center is most important and can be prevented by active management of third stage labor by giving timely oxytocin drugs which will reduce the bleeding. Then infection can be prevented by prophylactic antibiotics and good hygiene, good timely care, and there should be clean hands of the attender, perineum should be cleaned. So clean techniques are very important, and the cord is clamped by a clean method, sterile cord clamp. Then preeclampsia should be detected early and it should be managed properly. Because of this, many complications of preeclampsia like eclampsia and other HELLP syndrome and all can be prevented. Maternal deaths can be prevented if the woman is properly examined and timely preventive measures are taken. For convulsions, we can give magnesium sulfate. Now, obstetric care and society. Obstetric care is a preventive medicine. Social obstetrics is defined as obstetric care of community that can be provided in the perspective of its social, economic and cultural background. Study of these factors in community affecting these practices will improve maternal and perinatal outcome. Action for safe motherhood is taken by health sector actions, community, society and family actions, health planner, policymakers actions, and legislative and policy actions. Antenatal care is a very important part of Safe Motherhood Initiative and it is a preventive part. Good antenatal care includes regular screening which can detect and prevent early complications such as hypertension or diabetes, both of which can be dramatically, it can affect the fetus adversely. So early detection is very important. We should monitor regularly and treat in early stage to prevent any complications in the mother as well as in the baby. So we have to screen high risk pregnancy and high risk labor signs, and appropriately referral is important. What does antenatal care consist of?